Marcus Fenix has always been known to be gruff and aggressive, a very cold, no-nonsense soldier who rarely displayed emotion. This stemmed from his upbringing and the loved ones that he lost along the way. However, Anya Stroud was able to unlock the softer side to Marcus's cold demeanour. So as always, I'm your host Abz, and this is Marcus Fenix's secret relationship in Gears of War lore. Marcus and Anya were in love ever since they met, not long before the Battle of Ashfall Fields during the Pendulum Wars. The relationship started the night Anya got her mother's Embry Star for Operation Leveler, the highest possible honour available for a COG soldier. Marcus took her home that night, and a combination of grief, alcohol, and a need for closeness caused the two of them to start a sexual relationship. Initially, it was fun for the pair of them to sneak away for time together, but Anya grew to dislike this as she didn't want to be like her mother Helena Stroud, a woman who slept around and never married. This was also the reason as to why Anya never knew who her father was. Anya also disliked that Marcus never stayed a full night, but Dom explained to her that it was only because Marcus had terrible nightmares and he didn't want to frighten her. Anya loved Marcus deeply, but she was annoyed by his lack of willingness to be open about their relationship. But Marcus did this to protect her, as she would be brought up on charges for being in a relationship with an enlisted man. However, despite their endeavours to keep it a secret, several people knew of their relationship by the time Marcus went to prison, including Colonel Victor Hoffman, Chairman Richard Prescott, as well as Adam Fenix. So at some point the relationship became an open secret. No one tried to stop it, despite it being against regulations. Not even Chairman Prescott, when he admitted his knowledge. The people who knew about it mostly encouraged Anya, in fact. After Marcus was sent to prison for dereliction of duty and disobeying orders, he was sentenced to 40 years in the slab, and this of course was going to either make or break their relationship. But Anya loved him, and she refused to give up on him, willing to wait for the entire 40 years if necessary, despite Marcus repeatedly telling her to forget about him and just move on with her life. While Marcus was in prison, Anya worked with Dom to get a legal appeal and expressed her frustrations over Marcus not responding to her letters and not being affectionate in public. But Dom assured her that Marcus did love her and never even looked at another woman. Despite not getting any response from Marcus, both to letters and phone calls, Anya still never gave up, not knowing that a vindictive guard called Campbell burnt all but a few of her letters and all of Marcus's return letters. There was also one time when Campbell called Anya a bitch. Therefore, Marcus became infuriated and nearly beat him to death, threatening to actually kill him if he insulted Anya ever again. Anya was also unaware that the thought of her was one of the few things that kept Marcus going in prison, and part of the reason he never answered her calls was out of fear that she had in fact moved on, and Marcus didn't want to remind her of their past whilst learning the painful truth. When Anya learnt that the slab was under siege, she asked the senior warden to pass along the message to Marcus that she loved him, which the warden informed him. Once Marcus was out of prison, and the two of them were briefly reunited in Embry Square during the light mass offensive in Gears 1, Marcus realised just by her reaction to him that she, in fact, hadn't given up on him after all, and he was relieved. Now during the sinking of Jacinto at the end of Gears of War 2, when Marcus believed Anya to be dead, he was clearly and openly devastated, and Dom tried to comfort him, but Marcus was relieved when she was revealed to have survived. In the Lambent pandemic, during the events of Gears of War 3, Anya was more on the front lines and was able to somewhat comfort Marcus after finding out his father was still alive, hoping to be there for him every step of the way in trying to end the Locust War once and for all. Eventually, when the war was won and finally over, unfortunately, with the loss of Adam Fenix and Dom, Anya comforted Marcus, who was absolutely devastated and unsure what to do now after so much loss. But she reminded him that they finally had a tomorrow to look forward to, and his father had wanted them to experience it. When Anya took his hand, Marcus didn't reject her gesture, despite the fact that a lot of people were watching, and in front of everyone, he accepted her comfort and love. Marcus and Anya's relationship was no longer an open secret. So that, my friends, is Marcus Fenix's secret relationship in Gears of War lore. Drop a like if you enjoyed this lore video, subscribe for more similar content like this, and I'll leave a link at the top right of the screen if you want to watch my other lore videos as well. I'm your host Abz, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.